Hello everyone. I welcome all class 11 students in this session. We were discussing chapter 2 biological classification. Now let us discuss one by one the five kingdom classification. The first kingdom is kingdom Monera. Let us discuss the features of the kingdom Monera. In Monera, Whittaker has placed unicellular and prokaryote organisms. They are microscopic, smallest. Most of them have a rigid cell wall. They were having a very simple structure, but sometimes very complex in nature, like bacteria. Because bacteria show a most extensive metabolic diversity in the environment. Monerans, some are autotrophic, they prepare their own food. Some monerans are heterotrophic. The autotrophic monerans may be photoautotropic, use light energy for photosynthesis. Some are chemoautotrophs, they derive the energy from the chemical reactions. Heterotrophic monerans, they may be free living, symbiotic, or a parasitic on some other plants and animals. They are also known as decomposers and mineralizers in the biosphere. Now let us classify the kingdom Monera. Kingdom Monera is classified into mainly two groups: Archaebacteria, that is the ancient bacteria, and Eubacteria, that is true bacteria. Further, two bacteria is divided into two groups: Cyanobacteria, that is blue-green algae, and the true bacteria, that is the simple bacteria. Archaebacteria are the oldest and ancient bacteria because they can survive under extreme conditions such as absence of oxygen, high salt concentration, acidic pH, very high temperature, more than 100 degrees Celsius, etc. So they are further categorized into three groups. First, halophils. These bacteria can live in strong salt solution. So they are found in extremely salty areas like sea. Methanogens, they are supposed to live, the bacteria live in marshy areas. They are also found in the gut of ruminant animals like cows, buffalo, goat, and they help in digesting the cellulose in their body. These methanogens are supposed to produce methane, and these methanogens, they are utilized in the gobar gas plant to release biogas from the dung in rural areas. Thermoacidophils, they are found in hot sulfur springs at high temperature around 80 to 100 degree Celsius. These bacteria are able to survive in extreme conditions due to the presence of unique cell wall that differs from other bacteria. And this cell wall consists of polysaccharides and protein. Now Eubacteria. Eubacteria are also known as true bacteria, and they are further divided into cyanobacteria and a bacteria. Cyanobacteria, they are also called blue-green algae, and they were supposed to be the earliest autotrophs utilizing carbon dioxide for photosynthesis and releasing oxygen as a byproduct. They are having chlorophyll A, which is similar to the green plants. The cyanobacteria are unicellular, colonial, and filamentous, maybe marine or terrestrial algae. Their colonies are surrounded by a mucilaginous sheath, and they are supposed to pollute the water bodies when they bloom in the pond or any other water bodies. Some cyanobacteria like Nostoc, Anabaena, they can fix atmospheric nitrogen with the help of a special cells present in the filament of Nostoc is called heterocyst. The cyanobacterial cells, they do not have flagella. They show gliding movement, and it is of great importance because they are fixing atmospheric nitrogen in the soil. Then spirulina, they make protein-rich food. Now the bacteria, they are microscopic, unicellular, very small organism having various shapes and size. According to the shape and size, these bacteria are categorized into 4 types. Coccus, that is a spherical bacteria. Bacillus, rod-shaped bacteria. Vibrio, comma-shaped. Spirillum, spiral-shaped bacteria. If the bacterial cell is seen under the microscope, the bacterial cells are generally surrounded by a slime layer called capsule, which is present under the cell wall. Cell wall consists of murin or peptidoglycan that gives protection against chemical and mechanical injury. The bacteria being a prokaryotic cell, the single circular DNA is present without the nuclear membrane. Cytoplasm, they are granular due to the presence of lipids, glycogen granules, and other food material. Many bacteria have flagella. Some may have pili or fimbriae, which is a hair-like projections on the surface which allowed to stick to the surface of any host organism. Regarding mode of nutrition in bacteria, bacteria are photoautotropic as well as chemoautotropic. Some decomposers forms are heterotropic in nature. They are saprophytes. They may be symbionts like rhizobium bacteria found in the root nodules of the leguminous plant of pea, and maybe the parasites which causes disease in human, plants, animals, etc. Regarding reproduction, bacteria, they generally reproduce asexually by binary fission, but under unfavorable condition, They reproduce by spore formation. The bacterial cell, they form a cyst under unfavorable condition, and when the condition is favorable, these spores are released in the environment and bacterial cell can grow. Some of the bacterial forms, they show sexual reproduction called conjugation, where DNA is transferred from one bacterium to the other and an endospore is formed which grow into the new bacterial cell. In monerans, mycoplasma, which is the smallest known prokaryotes, are also placed. These mycoplasma are pleuropneumonia like organism, PPLO, and regarding their structure, mycoplasma lack the cell wall, hence they can change their shape easily. They can survive without oxygen, they are the anaerobes. These mycoplasma, generally they are the pathogens in plants and animals. For example, it causes pleuropneumonia in animals and witch's broom in plants. The leaves becomes broom-like. So, thank you for this session.